Aquaba, and welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony, and this is my wife, Ayo. We're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond return.
And in this video, we're getting back to some basics.
Yep, if you're planning a trip to Ghana, there's a few things you need to know before you come.
All right, so let's get this video started.
So, Ghana is hot right now, right? Everyone wants to be here.
Everybody wants to be here. Stevie Wonder wants to be here. Beyonce and Jay-Z want to be here. Dave Chappelle was here. Vanessa Williams. I mean, it's just been hot.
Tony Jones is here. Yeah, so Ghana is it. When I first came in 2016, I knew I loved it here. Then in 2019, when it came from the year return, I realized how much Ghana was calling to people just like me to come and visit.
That seems like so long ago. Now that we've been living here for the past few years and running all the Expat Life tours, I really can see how people are flocking to Ghana.
Right. Here's the problem though. Travel requirements have changed a lot in the past couple years since the pandemic.
You are not kidding. Do you remember when we had to travel right when the borders opened? It was
like, man,
do
we really want to travel?
I mean, between getting the extra testing, which was so pricey then, and then the masking and the quarantining and all the other things that were going on, it was just
having to get tested before you go, getting tested when you get here.
Yeah, it's a lot. So you're right. If you're feeling uncertain and maybe a little frustrated about figuring out exactly what the travel requirements are here in Ghana, we're here for you with a clear and concise list of travel requirements and some tips to help you avoid common mistakes and possibly save you some time and money.
Right. Here's what you need for your Ghana travel. First, you'll need your current passport.
Yeah,
and it can't be within 6 months of expiration.
That is correct. So you need this as your main travel document, and you have to have at least 6 months between your date of entry and the expiration date. So it can't be expiring in the next 6 months. You're totally right about that.
Mm-hmm. You'll need this travel document issued from the Department of State if you're in the U.S.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I mean, it's changed a little bit, but the wait is a little bit on the lengthy side right now. Mm-hmm. So the Department of State is taking its good old sweet time to get those to you. Plan ahead and make sure you have your passport early on in the process.
Remember to have at least 2 empty pages inside for your entry and exit stamps.
I want to be the person that has a completely full passport full of stamps.
I need an extra book for my stamps, right?
I want to be you.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, I want to be that myself.
Either way, if you have to get a replacement or you're getting yours for the first time, make sure you're starting the process really, really early. In fact, even if you haven't booked your travel arrangements, go ahead and get your passport. They're good for 10 years, so you might as well get them.
Ghana visa.
Ooh.
Ghana visa, well.
That's like a story in and of itself, right?
Yeah, most people are going to come with a tourist visa.
Yes.
You'll choose between multi-entry and single entry. Get the multi-entry visa.
Yeah, it's so
worth
much better.
So yeah.
I mean, there's a couple reasons why, but one of the big things is that when you get the multi-entry visa, because it's open for your travel, you don't have to produce your return and flight information yet. So you don't have to give them your outbound and inbound flight information because you're giving yourself this big window to travel, which gives you a little bit easier process when it comes to getting the visa in the first place. So just do multi-entry. Even though it's a little more expensive, it's worth it.
Very much so. Thank you.
Yeah. And it also can take, I mean, what's the last that we've heard? People are saying it's taking weeks.
Yeah,
like a
weeks,
month.
Up to a month.
To get the
Plus,
visa back.
to get your visa back. So, 6 weeks on one end, yeah.
So you have to plan early to get your visa as well.
That you should do.
And I'm not sure. I think they've closed the Houston office, but they opened like an Alabama office.
Arkansas or something like that. Yeah.
One of the A's, but it's still taking a while.
Mm-hmm. You'll also need proof of a vaccination to apply.
Yeah, and you've got to get that early too. So we're going to talk about vaccinations in just a second. But at the end of the day, you've got to get all of your paperwork all together according to the checklist and your fee. and send everything in, including your passport. So you can't apply for your visa until you have your passport in hand, because you send the passport in to the visa office.
Right.
Vising was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened to us?
Yeah.
In our
The
visas?
first time, tried a visa on arrival, they're like, no.
That was terrible.
But what was awesome was, at the time, we went right to the Houston office, and within 20 minutes, we had our visa.
Yes, because we lived in a place that had an office, we were
Right.
able to go get it that day and travel the following day.
And they were very efficient.
They were the best
missed
office.
them.
Why they would close the Houston office? They were so good. But what you said is true. They were visaing on arrival in December.
From the 15th through the 22nd of January.
I think it was just like
That
a
was
holiday
like the
thing.
holiday thing.
Yeah, this is the first time I know of that they've done this in the recent years. So it was a little different. But in general, even though you can visa on arrival, the airport's not going to let you on the plane without the visa.
Yeah, I could definitely see Ghana opening up visa on arrival for holiday again.
Yeah, I think it was very helpful. It would help to have a little bit of heads up beforehand, though, y'all. Just, but don't plan.
Hey, I'm here.
Don't plan to visa on arrival. Plan to get your visa early.
Up next, we're going to talk about vaccinations.
Yay!
You are definitely going to need your yellow fever vaccination. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, you
I
can't
think
get around that one.
The only way, there's an age limit on those. After a certain age.
But I think it's like 6 months or 2. It's very young.
No.
For yellow fever?
Even for older folks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the old end is. I guess I should have talked about that one, but
Yeah, but you can't be younger than a certain age, and you can't be older than a certain age.
Oh, okay, good thing to check in on. The other thing is that your yellow fever, it used to be that you used to have to get your yellow fever renewed every 10 years or so, but that rule is not in effect any longer. Once you have your yellow fever, you're good. So if you've had a yellow fever shot, you don't have to get another one, but you do have to prove it that you've got it.
Yes, you'll also need COVID vaccination.
Yay!
So, gotta have your COVID and yellow fever vaccinations.
Well, I mean, I will say that, if you do come unvaccinated to Ghana, the Ghana government is being so kind
Bill.
to vaccinate you on arrival.
Right on arrival. Like, you don't have it? Come this way. Nice person. $150 and gotcha.
So, yes, if you are unvaccinated, you can get one when you get here.
Yeah, just get the jab.
Yeah, just do it before you get here. Remember that you have to have your yellow fever and your COVID vaccinations 14 days prior to your travel date. But you have to submit all that information to get your visa in the first place. So I don't know why they have this information available, but you need it at least 14 days before you travel. And the other good news is
there's no PCR test or COVID test if you are fully vaccinated. So you come in, you got your COVID test, you just come on right on in, no test. Ooh,
yes, and you don't have to come with one at the airport to get on the plane.
So you just have your test, your COVID vaccination.
Yes, but if you are unvaccinated, you do have to have a negative COVID test within 48 hours of travel.
And then
get
another one. Hey, come take this test, make sure you ain't got COVID.
And then get your complimentary for fee, your serviced vaccine on arrival.
Yeah, just get the jab before you come.
I would say that's true. Yeah. Anyway, number 4.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
Number 4.
Yeah. You're going to need a round trip ticket. You'll need proof of return. Actually, no return. I'm not going back to the U.S. when you try to get on the plane.
Now, this can be a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you are getting on that plane, the airport is instructed not to let you on unless you can prove that you are coming back. In other words, Ghana won't let you come in unless they know that you have an intent to leave. So you got to have something at the airport to prove your travel plans and itinerary, showing that you're flying out.
Which is kind of weird, because they're like, hey, we got this beyond the return. Hello. They're like, no, you have to go back. Just come and go.
Okay, well, you have to have proof of your inbound and outbound. Like, you
Yeah.
have to show that you're leaving. They will stop you at the airport if you
Yeah.
don't have it. So,
Yeah, and try to book that return within the validity of your visa.
oh yeah, you don't want your visa to expire. So don't book a trip thinking like, oh, I'm going to book out like my return is in 8 months. Your visa will expire. And just so you know too, immigration when you get to Ghana is only going to stamp your visa for 30 days, which I feel like needs an explanation. Even if you have a multi-year visa, that's your entry visa. That's what allows you to get in. Once you're here, immigration is going to stamp you for 30 days. And so you're only valid in the country for 30 days unless you renew that visa, unless you renew your stay. And you can do that. Yeah, you can do that for an additional 90 days. But there's a fee. And if you try to
Nothing's
leave, you overstay your
Yeah.
visa
Yeah, they'll have you renew it right then and there, and
at the airport.
yeah,
And
for
then-
a fee.
Plus,
Yeah, you overstayed.
Overstayed.
So there's a charge for that as well. So
yeah. So if you don't get your visa renewed, they will get you
one way or the other.
on the back end.
You'd also need a local contact for traveling to Ghana.
Yeah.
You need a name, number, address, stuff like that. A family friend, tour operator, Expat Life Ghana.
It's got to be somebody because
Yeah.
you're going to end up having to complete your health declaration and Hanabios if you're coming in with a vaccine card on the system. Like, they want to know for contact tracing where you are and
Yeah.
who you are. So they need a local contact information to go into the form to fill out. And it does include a phone number, an address, and a name with a contact. So you do kind of need that.
Yep.
But it's just a quick form, so it's not that bad. Yeah. If you book with us, you give it to them on the receipt, right?
Yeah, yes. You
So
got
there
it.
you go.
And easy enough.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yep. So to recap, the travel requirements for Ghana include a passport, a visa, current vaccinations, a round-trip ticket, local contact information from people like Expat Life Ghana.
That's it. That's what you need.
Yeah. Before you head to the airport, you'll also want to make sure you've arranged ground transport for your arrival from Expat Life Ghana. It can be costly to get a cab from the airport because you have no idea what they charge.
Yeah, and they kind of, they know that you're coming in from abroad, so
Yeah.
they tend to charge,
A little bit more.
just a little bit. You also want to make sure that you have your accommodations reserved and you know the exact address and phone number for that contact person. You've got it written down somewhere. I know you might have it in your phone or like in an email, but you're probably not going to have international calling plan and data once you get on the ground here. And so trying to pull that stuff up without an internet connection might not work. So just have that written down somewhere.
Good point. Remember to be prepared for the weather. It is hot in the winter and rainy in the summer.
Well, it's hot in the U.S. winter and rainy in the U.S. summer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. And it's humid during rainy season too. So like if you're a hot and kind of sweating person,
You're mad. You're gonna be dripping.
what do you bring, like a handkerchief?
Yeah, definitely bring a hand towel, face towel, something to wipe the sweat. You're gonna be sweating here. Trust me.
And then don't forget, cash is king here. Bring crispy new hundreds to exchange. You can exchange when you arrive right at the Forex at the airport, or if you're working with Tony, he'll take you to a Forex to get you exchanged. But
At a better rate.
if you bring smaller bills, you won't get the same exchange rate, but you can use those for like tipping at the airport, or just, hundreds are the way to go. That's what you want.
Hundreds are the way to go.
Yeah.
And if you have any health issues, please get the travel insurance and know the name of at least one Western hospital near where you're staying.
I think that's actually really a good tip. Wow. Because
Yeah.
there's no emergency services here. So if something
Right.
happens to you, you're going to get in a cab to get to your treatment facility. And if you don't know of one, you could end up.
Yeah.
Well, check out that video about Tony's experience at a local hospital.
Yeah, and just know where you're going, where the hospitals are, the local Western style hospitals that you would feel comfortable with.
Definitely. So those were some bonus tips, but the biggest takeaway here is don't wait until the last minute to prep for your trip to Ghana. It's a horrible feeling to think you're all ready to go and get all the way to the airport and get all the luggage out and stand in the line and then find out that you can't actually travel today.
Not like that's ever happened to us.
So there you have it, Ghana travel requirements. If you're all set to go and wondering about what to pack, check out the video that we have all about that. And if after you watch this video, you're ready to book your travel,
check out what we have to offer on our website at expatlifeghana.com, including full service tours, airport pickups, and drop-offs. Day trips to see the best of Ghana.
You've been getting a lot of day trips lately. People are out and about right now.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy. So hey, we are offering special deals on the website or something, so go check us out.
Yeah, plus we offer accommodations at our B&B. Please check out the rooms and full service options online at expatlifeghana.com.
Hit that like button if you're still here with us and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can join us for our monthly live videos right here on YouTube the last Friday of every month.
And with that, Charlie out for now. That's pretty good. I've been having an itch on my back so bad. Oh, wow.
Hey, you have your next tour group coming in tomorrow?
Yeah, they're coming tomorrow.
I should ask them what questions they have about Ghana. If you're out there and you're still watching, then what questions do you have that you want us to answer about traveling here?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I don't know. Let's figure out what our next one's going to be.
Aquaba. Wait,
Are you serious? What the hell?
I wasn't ready. I was just sitting there goofing around.
I could see that. That's why it was a little strange.
Yeah, I was right there. Oh.
You ready? Mm-hmm. What's for lunch today?
Smothered chicken. I smelled it. As soon as I opened the door, I was like, ooh, smothered chicken.
You could
I could.
Well, it's ready. It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Better go. Bye.
Bye. Tyler out for now again. See ya.